World War II is going to happen. There's no stopping it. World War II is going to be a worse war than it was in our time. Instead of just a two-way fight, there's now a three-way fight between the democratic regime of the Union, Britain, France, and Germany, who are all showing either constitutional democracy or a parliament democracy. The Nazi regime of Germany and Italy. And the communist regime of the Confederacy, Russia, and China. This is going to be a war that was millions of times, maybe hundreds of times worse than what it was in our time. It will be longer. It might even last a decade, not even longer. And it all starts here at the 1939 Confederate States of America election with Democrat Millard Tydings and Whig nominee Dewey J. Short. In this timeline, the Democrats are now staring farther left than they did in our timeline. Right now, the Democrats are now showing signs of skewing farther left, but here, they already hit far left status. It is no longer the center right versus center left, it is the far left versus the center right. Hello everybody, this is the Catic One, and welcome back to another video. As you can see in my little creepy ass opening there, yes, this is the 1939 Confederate States of America election. And this is pretty much the gateway into the, the World War II. Excuse me, I was supposed to call it the Civil War, and I lost my train of thought. Pretty much, Millard Tydings' whole campaign is war with the Union. Get states like, he's now throwing in the Missouri Compromise, says states like Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia should be theirs through the Missouri Compromise. Kansas, Colorado, Utah, and Nevada, and California, those states should be the Souths. That is what he is saying. He's using the Missouri Compromise made by James Monroe to say that those states should be the Souths, and we're about to find. And let's see if his message drive home the South. Well, let's start it off with Delaware. I think Delaware will stay. Delaware, Maryland. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Dewey J. Short's going to win Maryland and Delaware, obviously. They're not wanting war with the Union. Virginia as well. I don't see Virginia wanting to go to war with the Union, especially after the many wars they had. However, I do think North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, the Deep South down here will vote for Tydings just because the Deep South, especially this region down in here, this region right here, the Deep South, will vote for Tydings just because of the whole communist regime. States like North Carolina, Virginia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri aren't falling for the whole far left thing, but Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, those states will go to the Whig in this scenario. Arkansas, not Missouri. Arkansas will go to this map is pretty much being split in half. Kentucky is not going to go to, Kentucky is going to go to Tydings, obviously. Arizona and New Mexico are going to go to Tydings as well. They're relatively brand new to the Confederacy. They don't want to risk going into a new country as soon as they were just, brought into this country, finally. And Oklahoma as well. Literally, the country has been split in half over this, and Tydings will win due to winning Texas. The country is split in half over this. Millard Tydings is the next president of the Confederate States of America. There's no stopping it. He says day one of his administration, day one of his presidency, war. So we can look forward to January 1st, 1940, war with America. Anyway, guys, this is the Cataclysm. Yes, this is probably my darkest episode yet. Now, if you're wondering, yes, North Carolina and South Carolina are in tilt margins. Arkansas as well. Now, Dewey could have won these states and would have won the election, but it didn't happen. End up like that. It didn't. Tydings won them by less than 1% because the country is now just so divided. This country is in the political state the country is in, it's pretty much 2019, where the country is divided. The Democrats are skewing far left. This is pretty much a communist country, pretty much. And it's going to take them years to get out of it. It did take, World War II is happening in 1940, January 1st, 1940, or January 21st, I should say, 1940. And we all have to brace for impact. Well, people in this time period. Anyway, guys, this is Catic One. I'll see you next time. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe.